As I was perusing the dirty diaper known as Steam new releases, I found this specimen here. I thought it was a game, but it turns out it's a movie, and then I remembered Steam is also a very primitive movie streaming platform now, and I figured, well, I already paid this stripper here, I might as well at least let her puke on my lap. So I decided to watch the movie, and let me tell you what, this short film is truly eye-opening. It's called AI Nightmare. For those of you who don't know what AI stands for, it stands for Allen Iverson, who was a famous point guard for the Philadelphia 76ers. He's since retired, and this film picks up on where his life has gone since retiring from the sport of basketball.
What's wrong, Milo?
It's worth noting this is a 360-degree video. Sorry, I'm allergic to shitty 360-degree videos. But it's 360 degrees, which means I have to use my mouse to be my own cameraman for the film's adventure here. I know it's distracting and breaks the immersion. We can't really get inside of Allen Iverson with my mouse on the screen because it's just a big fucking distraction, and I apologize, I don't know why it showed up there. But anyway, the film starts here with the dog barking. Clearly something is awry. And then it's asked, what's wrong, Milo? Milo being the name of the dog, obviously, as we can infer. But what you can tell immediately is this is not Allen Iverson talking. They couldn't get the real AI to voice the main character here, but I will say this guy sounds nearly identical.
What time is it?
You can clearly hear the voice actor taking a pee-pee while recording his lines, which is a bit amateurish, I'll say. They definitely could have just done another take when he's not pissing.
1, 0. Fingerprint authorization.
Unfortunately for Mr. Iverson, aliens seem to have invaded and used a cherry Gatorade beam to abduct his dog. Mission accomplished. Then Darth Vader apparently makes an appearance briefly in the darkness. I wasn't able to quite shift my camera around fast enough to get a full view of him, but you can clearly hear him hyperventilating. His house is absolutely demolished, just fucking annihilated by the sun emitting its photonic Bose-Einstein quark beams. They really stood no chance. The builders of the house did not prepare for an event such as this, but luckily Mr. Iverson was able to survive the initial blast, but there's some fish flying around, which is some very freaky shit. But when dealing with the sun and aliens and sun aliens, you really have to expect the unexpected. After being gravity tethered by a Solarian spaceship, I look back and take one more view at my house floating just shy of the Earth's atmosphere, and I look on with a tear in my eye as we enter hyperwarp superdrive, and then all hell breaks loose. Now there's a lot to digest in this scene here, a lot of subtle metaphors that'll go over the heads of those less than intellectuals watching, but let's just go ahead and take apart the meat that we see on the surface here. There's a space goddess that's saving us from the cosmic pirates that have taken us hostage. She fires a brain blast at one of them while throwing a blue beam of milk at the other. Elite move, she's no stranger to conflict, clearly, and she's our Deus Ex Machina, saving Allen Iverson from absolute certain death with the space pirates.
Where am I? What were those things?
The lady action figure transports us immediately to heaven, and then shit gets real wild. She fires up an Atari, judging by the sound effect. You never quite see the Atari, but it alludes to it via the sound effect. Now you're probably asking yourself, what does an Atari have to do with Allen Iverson's adventure here, and what role does it play in heaven? Well, go fuck yourself.
Your life form, just like its creator, it will feed until nothing is left.
This may be difficult for a lot of you to watch because it does confirm what conspiracy theorists have always known. The Earth is actually a hard-boiled egg, and she cracks that bitch right in front of our face. After performing history's longest dive from heaven to the ocean, we land and then we see the old cum trail left in the ocean from mankind past. It's very disrespectful, and it serves as a symbol to how we treat our oceans currently. We just cum in them. We use them as a cum dumpster more than anything. And it's sad, and this game really challenges that idea right here. And it really puts that fact right in your face and makes you look at that harsh reality, and you can't close your eyes. It challenges you. Why? Why do we cum in our oceans? Why don't we just cum in mouths and other designated cum receptacles? After taking our dip through the baby gravy-filled oceans, we're transported back to our bed via quantum beaming, and then that's when it really unfolds. It turns out the dog was actually a cyborg the whole time, most likely a DARPA spy working for the Russians. There's really no telling. That's left ambiguous. A very good film, no doubt. I think the 360-degree element was kind of unnecessary. It was kind of difficult being my own cameraman, especially when it moves so fucking slow. It was like the camera weighed 1,000 pounds and I was turning it via fucking strong gusts of wind. That could have definitely been improved upon, but the message was very good. And clearly Allen Iverson is going through some weird shit since retiring from basketball. So yeah.